Echo, and this is RJ. And together in our best, we make Cat and Dogs on Wheels. Today, you might notice if you've been here before, I'm wearing a hat. I bought a hat. Now, normally that would be no big deal, other than the fact that, see the hat? Man, see the hat? I love this hat. I've always liked hats, but I've never bought a hat. I've just never bought a hat because I look at them, I shop for them, and I see really cute hats, and then I try them on, and then the hat's not so cute anymore. So, and this has been basically my whole life. So I've never bought a hat. I just figured I'm not a hat person, you know, something about me doesn't go with hats. But I went to a flower show with Jenny and a dear friend of ours that was visiting from Arizona, Sergeant Betty. If you watched any of the pet parades, you probably know who Sergeant Betty is, the cat rescuer. Anyway, she took us to a flower show, and they didn't just have flowers at this show. They had all kinds of cool stuff. And came to this booth, and it's this gal. She's the designer and the seamstress of her hats, shirts, and dresses. And I saw this hat sitting up there, and I go, oh, that is so cute. But I wasn't even going to try it on. But Jenny wanted me to try it on, and the gal in the booth said, oh, you have to try it on. And I tried it on, and for the first time, I still liked the hat. So that was very exciting to me. This is sort of a big deal. One of our sweet viewers, actually, Dawn, the viewer who sent me my diesel heater, sent me $50 for my birthday. And thank you, Dawn. My $48 hat. I wouldn't even imagine I would splurge that much on a hat. But this is one of those things, you went in, you looked, okay, I love it. I love it. It's the first hat that I feel like I can wear. So yay, I have a hat. Now, I keep saying it's my first hat, but I was a cowgirl and I have my trail horses and stuff, so I had a cowboy hat. I had a cute suede cowboy hat, but I only wore it when I was riding. And then not long into my riding, I switched over to a helmet for several reasons. I was conditioning horses for endurance riding, and now we're not just meandering around on the trails, running a little bit here and there. You're solidly trotting and cantering, you know, for 30 miles. Anything can happen at that speed on a horse. And you want to protect the brain. Plus, I was teaching children how to ride, and I was supervising teenagers helping condition these endurance horses. And I expected everyone to wear a helmet, and as did the owner of the horses they were conditioning. And I needed to set an example. I needed to wear a helmet all the time when I rode, just like I want kids and teenagers to wear a helmet every time they ride. And so my cowboy hat, for the most part, just hung on my wall as a decoration. I didn't really, you know, it was a short-lived hat, and it was only when I was on horseback. And I'm sorry, everybody looks good in a cowboy hat. So, onward. Next, I want to show you guys a purchase that I made that I absolutely love. And it is this power bank. It has and I've never really been drawn to the ones with solar on the top. My power banks, I just charge off my power stations. But this one captured me because it has wireless charging. And wireless charging is always faster than the plug-in charging. I've found that because I have wireless charging on my Blue Eddy. And even my fast charging ports on my other Blue Eddy and my Jackery don't charge as fast as wireless charging. So, this has wireless charging. This is pretty cool. It has a flashlight, which was an added bonus. I wasn't looking for a flashlight. Okay, right now, flashlight, dimmer, flashing, dance strobe. So today I'm going to add to my insulation and see if I can't help hold the heat in a little better on my bus. Now, I used this stuff before, almost 10 years ago. I used this when I was in a 30-foot trailer, and it is this. Now, I hadn't thought of it. I can't believe I hadn't thought of it in so long that it never occurred to me to use this on the bus, even though my bus is all windows. And last week, it dawned on me. It was like, wait a minute, man, that might add some extra insulation. I'll probably pick some up from Walmart. And a couple of days later, I hadn't remembered to pick it up at Walmart. Jenny said, hey, Kat, I have some of this stuff that's plastic that goes over the windows. It might help you hold the heat in. So I ended up not having to buy it at Walmart. And what you do is you take the plastic and you put it up over the window, and it comes with this roll of tape that you put around the window, and then you stretch this onto the tape. Now, you don't want to stretch it too tight, because the final step is you take a hairdryer and heat up the plastic, and it sort of pops out any of the wrinkles. But if you do it too tight, when it shrinks it, then you get sort of weird little stretches, because some of it was tighter than the other. So you put it up, but you don't stretch it completely tight. So I'll show you with the window. And for me, it's easier to cut it after it's up on the tape to get more, because, you know, plastic and weird, and then you got to use a ruler or whatever, and you can't get it square. So I like to just put it up and stretch it onto the window and then cut it. I'm going to get it started. What am I doing? You want to help, Echo? How about you, RJ? You want to help? I need my glasses. So I've got this hinge. I was going to put it above the plastic, but I have this hinge that I'm going to have to put it actually on the plastic on the top side. RJ, lay down. I don't need guarding. You need to stay off the plastic. Here is you don't want it flat against your windows, you know what I mean? You need a little lip. You want an air pocket in between your window and this plastic. Because when you do this right, you can't even notice or see that there's plastic, because it stretches so tight with the hairdryer. One thing I forgot to do was wash the window before I put this on. So all the nose prints and everything on this window I'm going to have to live with until the plastic comes off. But I will wash all my other windows before I put the plastic on, so I'm not dealing with that. But this is sort of like our picture window, so of course that's the one I forgot to wash. But I don't want to weaken the adhesive of the tape by taking this down and washing the window and then trying to put it back up. Now, if once I'm done with all my windows and I still have extra tape and plastic, or extra tape, I'll probably take this down, wash the window, put new tape up, and then put plastic over it. But not until I know I have enough. So I couldn't find my hairdryer. one of two things has happened to my hairdryer. Either I just can't find it right now, which seems impossible in such a small place, but it's true. I do lose things. But chances are I put it in a Goodwill box when I was doing my weeding down, because I don't use a hairdryer on my hair. Of course, now I really wish I had it. But it's not that big of a deal. You can see that there's a little bit of wrinklage. All the hairdryer does is flatten it out and pull it just a little bit tighter. But I can live with it without if I don't have a hairdryer. But who knows? I may find my hairdryer, and then I'll go around and I'll shrink all my plastic. But other than that, it's very simple. And I'll let you know if I have a noticeable difference in retaining the heat. It's like the bus heats up great with diesel, but it loses its heat fairly fast through the windows, I think, is my major heat loss. So hopefully this will help. I want to thank you, all my subs out there who regularly watch my videos and even watch them to the end. I appreciate your likes and your comments. I always look forward to chatting with everyone after the video comes out. And I want to welcome any new viewers, and I hope you stick around. That's about it. So if you're traveling, safe travels. And to all of you, stay safe, stay warm, stay healthy. And I'll see you next time.